so many lessons. I question myself about the promise you made to me. Wanting to have it whole had me making decisions that just don't reflect the person you call me to be. So I did some soul searching and looked in the mirror. I got myself together and turned my life back on. Oh yeah, never give up. No, never, never, never give up. Oh no, oh I never give up. No, never, never, never give up. Hey, thank you for tuning into the show. Hey y'all, where y'all at? I had to go live because Tuesday, first of all, I'm so glad y'all tuned in. I want to go live every Tuesday at 3:00. And then this Tuesday I was on set. So I did not, of course, my microphone has dropped because I have it in the plans that I need to revive, that I need to go on this app. You know, these phones watch you, honey. These phones use your camera to go all through your house so they can watch you. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Put it in the comments if you can still hear me. Put it in the comments. hey y'all. These phones watch you because I definitely got a plant in my house that needs to be revived. And I just saw, it being like, oh, you can hear me loud and clear. Yes, thank you so much. Put your name in the comments so I can hear it. So anyway, so look, I made a promise to myself I was gonna go live every Tuesday at 3:00 just to like have my own show going on. And this Tuesday I was on set, and then I looked back at the video, but I was like, oh, I still went live anyway. And then I looked back at the video and it was just as blurry. So I was like, oh no, I gotta go live because I like cooking and I like talking crap and I like talking some good stuff and I like, sharing my epiphanies. And let me get the fish out because child, my fish had on there when I bought it. It was a reduced price. Now when you get fish from the grocery store, if that joint say reduced, you need to go right back there and be like, do y'all cook it in the store? Because you need to eat it fast. But anyway, I got me some fish. I got me some rockfish, which I love because rockfish is real like meaty. I like a fish that's like real meaty. And it can fill me up. Sometimes fish, child, you said cook it today. Yes, you need to cook it like you need to actually like bring your grill in the car and then cook it. Don't even go home. Bring it in the car and cook it. Yeah, so I'm getting me some rockfish going, child, because I'm hungry and my whole goal is to like eat in. Just because my own food is better, and then just how much outside food can you have? That's the only thing. That's what I did do on set yesterday is I brought me a salad on set so that when I was hungry, I could just go and eat that salad and it'd be like a whole bunch of goodness. And speaking of salad, you know what? I'm glad too. I still got some left that I could just have with this fish. Let me get this fish going. So here's what I've been doing with my stuff is using coconut oil.
Using the coconut oil. Let me get my spoon, y'all. Getting me some coconut oil going. And cooking my stuff up in that. Coconut oil is real good for your teeth. Coconut oil is real good for your teeth too. You know? Anywho, got so many epiphanies that I want to talk about. And here's the main one too. Because I was having a rough day the other day. And, whenever I have rough days, then I feel bad for having the rough day because, when you listen to all these like motivational videos, everything like speak this, say this, the motivational people forget to tell you, you can have a bad day. You're going to have a bad day, here and there, but it's, you can get over the bad day and get out of it. But I find myself sometimes I get stuck in having the bad days. You know what I mean? Get stuck in the guilt of having a bad day when it's tough out here, especially like, a person like myself. I'm using the Lord and the Lord's guidance to get me to where I need to be at in life, So sometimes, I can be so focused on speaking the positive that anything I say that might be that might be coming from frustration, I be like, oh, is that gonna happen now? Like, I could have been like, at my vision board. Y'all see this vision board over here? I could be saying that all the time, but as soon as I will mess up and say this one thing, I'd be like, oh, all that is canceled. And no, it's not canceled. You can have a bad day. That joint is still activating. This is what the Lord put in my heart, and He knew I was going to be having some rough days out here, and that's why He made provisions for them rough days. I was thinking this morning too, how when I had a car before, I used to carry like a lot of frustration from having the car note, and then I was walking this morning and thinking about the stress from that time period. And then I was like, oh, no. I could never carry that kind of stress again. That stress, child, that stress, you just can't keep that kind of stress in your body. So my coconut Earl that melted. Look, in New Orleans, honey. We don't be like, put some oil on it. We be like, put some Earl on there. What? They be like, she gonna let me broil me some eggs real fast. Everything is, the OI is It's We be like, oh, she done made a good burn. She made a good burn. Mm-hmm. And I put that right over the coconut oil that's been heating up this whole time I'm talking. So let me just let that cool right on down, because what I do is, let me turn this down too, because I guess this is like, I like really saute it. I saute the fish until I turn it into like a little stew, So I saute it lightly. I just put it in there, and then I add the seasoning on it, because so the oil is already going. Because the season can, when you fry stuff is when you need to like make sure you season it up before it get in the batter, and that way it can be cooking in there. When you sauteing it, you could then add the seasoning because you got to flip it over so you can add the seasoning there. So that's what I do. So I ain't got no whole bunch of just every second I got some seasoning going. And then of course, I add water. I add water after that, with fish. Because I like to add my vegetables. I got my onions and stuff. I like to add my vegetables after that. Let me move this coffee out the way. Child, if y'all just, you know, and put it in the comments what y'all proud of with y'all self today. Let me make sure these dogs got some water. Come here, boo. I'm putting some sea salt on it right now. And I'm gonna just turn the fire back up so it can like saute. So I don't know if y'all gonna see the finished product, but I know y'all was gonna see my face today because I wanted to make certain that, you know, I just said to myself, I'm gonna go live every week on my own channel, you know, talk about what I've been thinking about. In fact, I wrote it down what I've been thinking about. I said, let me see who want to go live. Let me see who will call me from a 229 area code. You know, let me tell you something. You know, as an entertainer, I don't play with phone calls, honey. I don't play with phone calls. Oh, I calls them back in 5 seconds, you know. But, you know, I know this too is if it's anything important, they will leave a message. So, here's what I wanted to talk about. Who y'all voting for? I gotta decide too. I never put another booking post. What? Now I gotta look. I done wrote down what I wanted to talk to y'all about, but now I gotta figure out what I was trying to write. Words can't talk. Let me see if anybody DM me. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So I tell you, having after Tuesday is when I was frustrated. That's when I wanted to come on. You know, that's when I had to come on and talk. Tuesday was, you know, it was a day. It was a frustrating day. Like I'm telling y'all, I could just do the business part. Like you see my little workstation I done created. I have like a little studio I built in my closet too that I try to move this off and like have it be a table, you know, so I can sit there and eat in peace and not be thinking about work. But I really could work. Like I don't mind working all the time. I could work 100% of the day. I wouldn't care about it. The thing about working too is it's like the money. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that where you have to focus your efforts on is getting, you know, the money. Like I love working. I love being able to like, you know, post stuff, figure stuff out, you know, but I do be having to go look at my income and see where best, you know, my time is going. And then of course, you know, as an artist, we have auditions that pop up and then we gotta stop and do those because we always buying for more. But it's an enjoyable journey. I was listening to Reverend Ike this morning. He said you gotta praise, you gotta send praise ahead of you when you go somewhere. You know, you gotta send the praise ahead of you when you don't like working at a job or you know you thinking about you know you as opposed to complaining about the job. You gotta just say, you know what, I bless those people going there to the job. You know, you gotta send the praises ahead. So I was just doing that. Tuesday was tough because I was feeling like, you know, I'm the kind of person that, you know, I really will help a person to advance, you know, their dreams. And when I need help, I'm, you know, naturally we expect the person that we helping to help be a part of that, you know, you trying to advance yourself, you thinking, oh, I make sure I spend the time on advancing, you know, the person. So when I need help, I'm thinking the person will, you know, just jump and hurry up and help. So that was one of the things that I was going to on Tuesday. It's just like, okay, am I you know, I'm spending all this time to make sure that I help get a person advanced, and then when I ask them to do one thing, you know, don't hear back from them, don't hear nothing about it, no emails going out, no nothing. And uh and then I went to church, and the lesson, of course, every time I go to church, I needed to go to church, but every time I go to church, it was such a lesson for me, which was like, you know, it was about serving, and it was saying that, you know, when we serve, we should be serving where we're advancing someone, you know, where they're just like, I couldn't even do this without you, you know, I can't, I couldn't even, I don't know what I would do without you. But people shouldn't know you're there. So, and what he meant by that was just like, you know, going in, being such a critical part of a project, but then, you know, practicing that humility. You don't need credit for this, you don't need them to help you with anything, you're specifically there for serving. So, you know, when I was thinking about me helping a person to advance, and then, you know, not hearing anything from them when I wanted them to help me to do something, then I realized, you know, he was just like, you know, the preacher was like, you know, you don't, when you're serving, you don't want a blessing from there. You don't want to get anything from there. You know, you're specifically there serving. And then that made me reconsider, was I serving or was this a job? You know, because I'm thinking I'm serving, but I'm actually serving in a field that I do, you know, which is also helping me to advance because I get to use, you know, these other skills. But then as soon as, you know, it couldn't benefit me, then I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I need to, you know, now my service, you know, it goes out the window because I'm just like, okay, well, I needed, you know, I'm here to help you, but when I needed you, you know, where was you at? So it really makes me to reevaluate, uh, you know, where my time and effort goes to, because, you know, and I just analyze it like I haven't been serving this whole time. It's been a job. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just been me just helping someone. They've been, you know, paying me, not everything that I need to be paid, but you know, I'm definitely, you know, getting paid. And but that's not service. So uh now I'm just like, okay, I want to reevaluate the kind of you know, like actually being able to serve in the Lord. Like, you know, I was going to this tomorrow I'm going to this youth center, and we were, you know, I had told them that, you know, maybe they could use my comedy and, you know, and help. And of course I'm thinking about a paycheck because we always have to be garnering up business, you know what I mean, as a self-employed person. But now I'm just like, let me see how I could actually like volunteer. Like, you know, could I just serve some food to these kids? You know, once a month I go there and actually like serve in the Lord's kingdom, because, you know, I'm thinking, oh, I've been serving in the Lord's kingdom, but I actually been advancing myself and my skills and looking for, you know, eventual reward. But serving, we don't get no reward from serving except for the reward of serving. Child, it's been, you know, I love growing, but of course, you know, growing means that you about to be in some suffering. You about to be in some suffering. Oh, y'all hear my fish though? Y'all hear my fish? Y'all be sauteing this fish, and I've been putting a little like sea salt on it. I'm about to put a little cayenne on it. Thank y'all so much. Y'all put it in the comments. so I can shout y'all out. I'm gonna add a little more coconut oil to it. But now I'm about to add some water. Let me show y'all the fish real fast. See, that's rockfish. That's why I like it because don't it look like a little chicken breast? You know, I love it for that reason alone. It's so meaty. Um, but anyway, yeah, yeah. So then I add a little water. Now let me tell you something. When you want to make like a little gravy with fish, ketchup, them red sauces. And when I say red sauce, I mean like ketchup. Ketchup. I don't really do barbecue sauce. I do ketchup. Like, I'll cut up some onions. I put some onions up in there. I put some peppers up in there. But I always put some like ketchup because that red sauce thickens up the water. It thickens it up, and then you got like a little gravy on there. And then I got some potatoes that I need to put in here, but I put the potatoes, like I'll put the potatoes in with some beef, potatoes and mushrooms in with some beef, but not necessarily in with the fish, because the fish kind of like, fish is a strong scent, is a strong taste. So, but I got my onions up in here, and just keep my onions, get me some. I think I'm gonna put the whole onion up in here, and then I think I'm gonna get me some vegetables. I got some vegetables that somebody gave me. Maybe I will boil my potatoes. Oh, I got salad. That's what I got. Yes, indeed. Sprinkle me some lemon on here. One of these days I'm gonna write me a book about all the natural holistic cures for under $1 or less. One of these days. That is number 10,580 things to do on my to-do list, y'all, because I got so many things I want to do, because I just am that kind of person that I just want to, contribute to the good of the world. Anyway, I tell you, I love the opportunities I have to grow. It can be painful, but it's what life is about, and I do be feeling the strength from that growth. I just be feeling, like, for instance, like, when I came home, oh my word, when I came home, I had a person that house sat for me and watched my dogs, and she was just so good with my dogs. But then when I came in here, I felt like I saw like a mouse running in here. And then when I was sitting at the table, I started seeing like this huge like hole. Now the hole has probably been there, but I had never noticed it before, because I never noticed any like mice up in here. But I was telling my homeboy, I was just like, oh, this is the one time I just can't stand being a strong Black woman. I just want to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody and be like, come over here, And then I kept thinking, like, what is this about? So then I did see the mouse. And then now I'm just like, afraid, in my own place, when I had never seen before. I've been here for like 2 years. And I just kept thinking, of course, I'm calling the management, and I'm calling everybody that needs to call. And I'm just like, what is this about? What is this about? And, that I feel so like alone, like I don't have anyone to call. I got to call the management. I got to put the, patch up the holes myself. Now, of course, they came like, the next day to kind of like patch up the holes. But then I felt like I had blocked one in here. Then, child, it was just a crazy time. But I was just like, Lord, what is this about? That I feel like I have no one to like come and help and handle in situations like this. And I could hear the Lord being like, is because I want to show you your own power, Like I did use my tongue to be like, that you know what, it's done, they're gone, they're out of here, there's no more, and I did see some remnants at first, but the more I got stronger in being like, clean floor, that's what I kept saying to myself, clean floor, they're not in here. So then we made it to the next time where the guy came and blocked all the holes, then we was able to check and there was none in here and they was all gone. And it was just that period of just like, what is this, like that growth period where you're sitting here and you're just like, I wish I had this. And then the Lord is just like, but you have everything. You have everything you need. You have everything inside of you. You have, so, it's been a year, and it's been a year that I have been able to witness the ways of the Lord, bringing me to the next level. Sometimes money can blind you on like, on what the next level, like on money can blind you on seeing that you're already on the next level, because you're so worried about it all the time, when you work for yourself and you haven't, and you have to go by bookings, but I'm telling you, just deciding in my spirit, like, oh no, I can't carry that stress. Like, because I just remember when I first got to LA, it was just stress beyond stress, and it was all like, so much worry. And I just decided on my walk, like, I'm like, no, I can't carry that stress anymore. I cannot have it in my body anymore. It's just not healthy. So many people have died in comedy and life, as we get older, people pass away. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to stress myself out to the grave. I'm going to just chill and have a cup of coffee. Let me show y'all my fish, though. Let me show y'all, because I haven't even added in the ketchup. But that fish, you see the onions up in there. Oh, my word. What I'm about to do, though, I'm about to take this other pot and get me a couple of potatoes boiling in this other pot. That fish, one thing about fish, honey, you got to take the trash right out. Place will be nice and fishy. Another thing I was talking to the Lord about is these dogs, him blessing me with these are a real perk to being on the journey by myself. I having these two little beings with me on this journey. It's just been, they keep the happiness going in this house. I mean, not that I'm not a happy person. I'm a happy person all the time, but like, you do be having those like moments of stress, and they keep it going. Like they keep it, whew, they keep the joy, they keep the exercise going, because I got to exercise when I have them. I'm gonna get these potatoes on, because these potatoes, I'm gonna boil them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just boil me a couple of them, and I think I'm gonna put the rest of this onion up in there. Hey, I see this is the time to go live. I done had a lot of people pop through here. I said I'm gonna do it on Tuesdays, but it might need to be Thursdays. It might need to be Thursdays. It might need to be when I can do it, because my schedule varies. How about that? Because my schedule varies, child. Um, as long as it's every week. But I want to have it, I want to have it at a consistent time, like a show. But I was meeting with my marketing mentor that I got from the Verizon Digital Ready program. Shout out to them. I was meeting with my marketing mentor, and one of the things I needed to do is analyze when people are on. But just from doing this video, I'm like, okay, people on Thursdays. I definitely need to do that. I need to look and see right away. But when I went live on Tuesday, I was like, I just wanted to make certain that that I stuck to my word. I said I was going live on Tuesday. Then when I saw the video was blurry, I'm like, no, I need to go live today. And then, whenever I got something to cook, well, I mean, not whenever I got something to cook, but I like to go live and cook and talk at the same time because I'm gonna be in this one area for a while. So I'm like, I could just go live and do it then. Oh yeah. Oh, guys, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think what I want y'all to do is, can y'all do me a favor? First of all, can y'all make sure y'all subscribe? If you on Facebook, follow my fan page. If you're on, or follow me on my regular page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Whatever page you follow me on, set up the notifications. He Hulk Smash 24/7. You know what? Every time I'm getting ready to get out of here come a bunch of comments. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all are following me. Make sure y'all set up y'all notifications. And if y'all don't do nothing else, I need y'all to download my song Never Give Up. And I'm gonna see y'all next week right here on the Show.
Sometimes you gotta cry. Sometimes you gotta testify. And even when you don't hear back, you know it's gonna be alright. Sometimes you gotta wonder why, professing on me on mine. The Holy Spirit heard you. You know it's gonna be alright. I hear from you and see the way so much clearer. With faith enough to tell it in a minute, get going.